fuck's sake! Why twice in a fucking row? Fucking hell! I just stopped counting. So what happened was, in that fight, the prison cage gradually absorbs Garnet's health. Fuck, I'm using the calculator next time. Fucking shit, man. So I have to gradually heal her to stay alive. Fucking bullshit. Fuck. Mindfulness, well-being. Fuck. It's okay. It's okay. Now the question is, what did we call Satan again? What was Satan's name? I've forgotten. It was Pickle. Pickle and Pepper. I'm on it. Okay. So the reason why that went wrong is purely because I wasn't paying attention. And I thought Prison Cage was going to die, and I should have counted, and I didn't count, because I'm an idiot. Which is fine. So he absorbed all the health of Garnet, which is game over. Which is fine. So it's going to be better this time. So it's going to be... See? Killing him, man. Yes, Sinner. Good lad. See? Way ahead. Way ahead. The fastest I've done is Ico. It would be Freya, but I forfeited the run because if I was going to beat Mizzo, I needed to get everything first try, and I was in disc 4. So I think I died. I don't remember who I died to. It was either probably Tiamat, honestly. So it would have been Freya. But it's actually Ico for me. So I have done a segmented Zidane. I've done segmented Quina and Vivi, but because I didn't have a route for them, and I haven't, like, they haven't been rooted, it does somewhat unfortunately mean what does it somewhat unfortunately mean? Oh, it means that I don't have... Oh, for sure. Well, actually, that's a good question. Maybe is probably a better answer. So if Mizer's PB is a 1320, it depends how long... the ending takes? Because it's basically, you have to beat Lich before the 12 hours. Bed and breakfast. Sounds good, Lucha. What's up, Arrowbird? How's it going? Yeah, I definitely need the power of maths, because I'm so bad at maths. Like... I try really hard. Like, I don't want people to think, you know, that I'm lazy or anything, because I'm not. And I strive to improve and get better. I care a lot about all forms of education, and not even like in terms of subjects, you know, because that's so easy to be exam driven and stuff like that. But just learning in general. And maths is definitely a point that I can improve on. If you send me a whisper, Arrowbird, I'll have a look at it and I'll let you know if I can, like, when I'll be able to get back to you. Let me just actually put Twitch up in my browser. That's not... It's not one. No worries, man. No worries. Bum, bum. So there's a 1.5 minute break pretty soon. I'll be able to check it then. It's all about, like, when people talk about food and stuff and they're like, oh, you're making me hungry. And they're like, can you send me food? And everyone's like, sure. And they send a picture. It's like, oh, I'm suddenly not hungry anymore. It's amazing, the restorative powers of imagery. But I mean, sometimes it's just nice to look at good food. But I mean, I'm always down for seeing nice meals. Always down for seeing nice meals. Okay, I have seen your whisper. Arrowbird. No. Let's see if I can answer the question. I see, okay. So, is the problem that you're experiencing that the link doesn't work? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. High rolls! 10's not bad. 10's not bad. Okay, so... give me a second to do the thing here, and then I'll be right with you. Maybe the reason why I messed up the first time was just so that I could get 100 nobles and not feel terrible about myself. I feel good again. I feel good. Right. So, yeah. So what I'll say, Arrowbird, is that I honestly have no idea why the link doesn't work. I'm actually not in the Discord server. I've not had any responsibility for engaging in the thing that we're talking about. But there are some other links that happen to actually work on the team page. So what I would suggest is either tweeting or DMing this person who's in charge of it, and hopefully they'll be able to help you out. Best I can do for you, sorry. Okay. Now we're on the money. Now we're on the money. Let's see. I mean, do you have a serving hatch? What's the policy on the... Oh, is anyone... You know Fort Boyard? Or what's the... Like some other game show. Just pick a game show. It doesn't really matter. I'm sure it'll have something, right? And you've got like the stretchy, plasticky type sheet stuff. Crystal Maze is great. Love Crystal Maze. Robert S. Pearson. Right, and there'll be like a thing, and it's like a sphincter in the middle. What's up, Charles? How's it going? And like you have to like force your like whatever appendage is through it. Right, the one I'm thinking of in Fort Boyard is where like you had to put your head through the thing, and then you would go like through the zipper track, and then like blow a ping pong ball or drink juice while there are spiders and snakes and stuff around you, that kind of thing. Anyway, the challenge isn't important, but I imagine if you had a serving hatch and one of those like sheet things, you could force the food through it. And then the other person could enjoy it. I think that's how breakfast is going to happen. I think that... Well, it sounds good to me. Anyway. I mean, I don't know how much damage it would do to the goods. But that might, you know... protect it in some way. I don't really know. If fast food joints are still allowed to, you know, take orders and deliver, surely a similar principle can be applied. For other food options. Like French breakfast. Bum, bum, bum. I mean, the thing is, like, there's certain things that'd be easy, right? I mean, you can have soup in a sealed container. Or, like a drinks bottle with a, you know, like the retractable straw. I don't know. Bread, probably. And then probably some more bread. Maybe a dashing of bread. A dashing of bread. Bish bosh. Let's have some water. I just realized I haven't actually had any water today. I've had almost 2 cups of coffee and no water. Yum yum. Ah. Eggs? I mean, it's not eggs. When I say is that eggs, you know, there's a scent of eggs. I like eggs. I don't know. I mean, my first assumption is that when I cleaned out the water bottle, I probably was also cleaning out the measuring jug that had the eggs with which were whisked. Holy gosh. That's a saying and a half. With which were whisked. That's not easy to say. So yeah, whisked eggs. Either that or it's just like this scent still there in my kitchen. Why do they have a hook on a chain on the left side of the room. Because it's not on like a winch or anything. It's not like they can like hike stuff up and down. What would they need to move? Like, that's a robust hook. And it's nice that they've got hinges in the doors at the back, right? Check it. See, what is that hook doing there? It's just hanging. Chain and a hook. Right there on the side. Oh, nice. I mean, there's so many questions about the decor here. Like that chest at the bottom left of the screen. It's just got wine bottles in it. Or, I guess, glass bottles. Let's not be specific. It could be anything. But it's just got like glass bottles in it. That's going to go everywhere. They're going to shatter for sure. There's no longevity there. You know, this is an airship. Right? Lest we not forget, we are on an airship right now. Evil Forest is the first time. So real soon. Probably about 10, 15 minutes. You're most welcome. Dumbledore. That's cool. Is that a play on Dumbledore? Or is it Dumbledark? It's so hard to tell without the vowels. It's what keeps excitement in life. Sometimes the answer is just one vowel away. You ever think about that? No. Because why would you? Damn. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get the ATV weight there. Hey Eddie, thank you very much. How are you doing? It's getting a little nippy now. I thought we were supposed to have good weather, warm heat. I've got a serious question. So my chair is like falling apart. The material that's on the top layer, right, is dying, like dying a death. Nothing short of it. So it's the same material as this. And it's just flaking, and it's making such a mess. Like, what's the answer? Should I get, like, a cover or something for it? I mean, I could get a new chair. I've had this for, like, 3 years now. I don't know if it's more than 3. Love it. Beads are great. Because the thing is, I've got my like proper gaming chair, which I don't use, which I really should. I'm gonna start weekend streams. I'm bringing back the original chair. For anyone who doesn't know, it looks like this. It's amazing. I love it. And the current chair doesn't look like that, because that's not a C. It looks like this. Nice. But this is just more practical because it's on wheels and stuff. The other one's not practical for doing like office work, and especially now that I'm working from home, like there's no way I could get away with having the other chair. It's been fine, however, honestly. It's just different and it's weird. Like that's the main thing. Because it's now an online job, effectively. Like, because it's an online job, the big things is like, so... like, I've been trying to... like, do emails for work twice a day. So I'm trying to, like, really, like, organize things and manage my time better and stuff like that. So batching emails has been a real big thing, because I used to have like my emails on my phone. I've got 4 emails. Like I've got my stream email, I've got my personal email, I've got my work email, and I've got my other work email. And I would just have like stuff on my phone, and like as and when I got a notification, like no matter what it was, I'd be like, oh, I'll either read it or, you know, I'll dismiss it or whatever. And it's just wasting a bunch of time flicking like the whole time. You're most welcome, Angry Fishmonger. How you doing? How are you? So that was all, like, that just became a waste of time. And the same with, like, anytime there was, like, dead space, like I was walking to the toilet or, you know, whatever it was, I had a break or something, you know, I'd sit on my phone and I would idly scroll through Twitter getting nothing out of it, or very rarely I would get something out of it. Or I would just go through each of my social medias. I'd be like Discord, and I wouldn't write anything, I wouldn't contribute, I'd literally just scroll, and then I would clear all the messages, and then then I would get rid of that, and then I'd go into Instagram, and I'd go into Twitter, and then I would go into memes, and then that would be me. Just like a massive waste of that. But as a teacher for work, it's a bit different from that, because like I need to go in first thing and check my emails. That's really important, because there might be stuff that I immediately have to do in the morning and stuff. And then, but I would leave them open on my screen. So like if I had, you know, like a free lesson or a bit of time or whatever, I would then go back into my emails and I would drip feed through the emails, which is so inefficient. So I'd have like, these are the things I want to do today. But then I would get an email and I'd be like, oh, I'll sort that out, So instead of like tackling my to-do list head on, what I would in fact do is gradually just go through stuff like that, which could have been, you know, prioritized for later in bits and pieces. But now that I'm working off-site, the hard thing is I kind of need to have my emails open, because that kind of dictates a lot of stuff. So like I've got, you know, somewhere where we're setting all the work that I can monitor, but then, you know, I'm getting communication through emails as well that I need to be active and dynamic with. Well, I mean, the thing is, this is what I was doing before everywhere was shut down. Like, this is when I was just, this is my normal day. And because we're getting, like, regular, like, daily updates pretty much. You know, the government does something, okay, well then the schools have to do this to react. And you know, so I need to check that, basically. So every day I get, you know, an important work email with an update of this is where we're going, this is what's happening next. So it's kind of like the working day is a bit tricky, because I've still got like this, I've got my to-do list, you know, and stuff to get through. And that's, you know, still important. Yeah, it's just a bit different. But yeah, I'm just trying to like keep it real, grip things as best I can. I'm also trying to like keep things steady and consistent as well, because it was fine when because when I was working at my normal schedule, like, so as a teacher, you teach, surprise, surprise, but you also get free lessons. You know, so generally speaking, you'll get one free lesson, like, a day for most, you know, for maybe 4 lessons or whatever. Something like that. 4 lessons, like, off in a week. Where you're expected, you know, to do admin stuff, plan lessons, I don't know, whatever, get resources, photocopying, whatever it is, you know, but you get that dedicated time to do that. So what I would do is, depending on how many free lessons I would have or free time I'd have in a day, I would plan in more or less tasks. So on my particular timetable, I actually get 2 frees on a Tuesday, for example, whereas on a Wednesday, I'm teaching the entire day. So previously, because of lessons, so what I would do is, like, I would say, okay, well, I'll give myself 2 tasks or 3 tasks to do on a Tuesday, because that's going to be manageable with the free time that I get. Whereas on a Wednesday, I'll set myself 0 tasks, because I'm not going to get anything done. Like, Wednesday's a manic day for me. I've got, like, Wednesday is actually the manic day. So I've got, like, a meeting, you know, at 8:20, and then we've got, you know, the school day starts, and teaching all day. Stuff going on at break and lunch. And then music club after school. So, like, between the hours of 8:20 and 4 o'clock, I can't actually get, like, I've got no time to get things done. And there's no point at break time, lunchtime scrambling to do stuff. It's just not happening. But now, everything's different because I don't have, like, lessons. So when I'm setting work, it's not like I'm, you know, setting the work for each class the same every day. So it's not like, you know, 9 o'clock on a Wednesday morning, I'm going to set work for the class that I have that lesson, and they're going to complete that work at that time, that lesson. It's not working like that. So I'm setting, like, all the work for, like, certain classes on certain days to try and spread it out across the week. And then they've got, you know, all this other stuff and whatever. So, you know, on that. So in terms of, like, the working day to day, it's quite different. So I'm still keeping up with schedule, like, so I'm still maintaining, you know, I've been going through some self-development and transformative things. And as part of that, some of the aims have included things along the lines of go to bed at 10 o'clock, get up at 5 o'clock. Now that, again, the thing I'm setting, like, tempering the expectations really sensibly. So it's not like 10 p.m. flat. I'm saying if I go to bed within the hour of 10, you know, between 10 and 11, and I get up between 5 and 6, great. That's, you know, that's good, and that's the habit I'm trying to build. Yeah, I didn't, but nice job for selfless self-promotion there. So let's just calm this shit down. Oh shit, I need to do maths. and let's move on with our lives. All right. Okay. Oh. Okay. So that was, how much health did he just generate? 17? I couldn't tell. Was it 24? It's so hard to tell. I'm gonna go with 24. I didn't see how much he had, because I was looking at Garnet's health rather than the absorb amount. How much health does Garnet have? Can't tell. Okay, I don't remember, so I'm gonna heal her just because I wasn't paying attention. Good morning indeed. Oh my god. Who is this Metako guy? And how can I watch more of his stream? Keep in touch by following me on social media. Nice. 24. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can start monetizing content. And bring me one step closer to streaming full-time on Twitch.tv. What's up, Reaper? How's it going? This fight is so hard to count. Like, it's so hard to count. Well, I was trying to purge, but I don't have a purge command. Did they get rid of that? Or have I've probably just done it wrong. 24. Okay, so now I need to heal Garnet. How'd you miss? I'm good, Beal. How are you? Yeah, I did see it. You gotta let me do the maths right now. Like, for real. This fight's really long. Okay. Right. Should be 2 shots to win. Look at me with my shiny helm. 58 hit points left. Just survive. Here we go. Got him. Okay, good. Good. Okay. Okay. That was good. That was successful. That's terrifying. Okay. Anyway, yes, I'm glad you're good, Beal. No, we're doing solo Steiner to finally do a real, not a real, but like an RTA speedrun rather than a segmented challenge run. It should be really good fun. Day's good, Reaper. Man, I don't know, Tubes. You got to be careful in this modern day and age. I'm glad you love Soten though. It's a true love. I love Soten as well. You never know what promotion's gonna happen. How it's gonna be dealt with. Man, I'm hungry now. It's literally 9:35 and I'm hungry. Probably because I had breakfast at like 6. Stop missing! Right stem again. Left stem again. The interesting thing is, it doesn't say to heal in the notes, but presumably that also, you know, the expectation is that Steiner doesn't miss any of his attacks. Like, I don't know when the next absorb is, so, like, it might not even matter. Like, it might be a guaranteed, even with a miss, but it might not be. I mean, it seems that it probably is. Because I would have gotten one more attack off before the next absorb. I think Prison Cage 2, the AI is like left stem, right stem, absorb, left stem, right stem, absorb. Good. Woof. Okay. Can relax. Let my heart rate go down a little. Okay. Good. Good. I think it finished on 305. Because we hit 300 flat, and then I gave out and 5 because I'm just such a nice guy. I didn't think it was gonna hit 300, honestly. I was thinking like, I mean, once it hit 250, that was pretty ridiculous, and then 250 obviously went straight up to like 261 with the 11 gift subs from me. And you know, then it was like, it was super like patchy kind of thing, but it was absolutely ridiculous. It was amazing. What's up, Master Roshi? How you doing? I don't think so, but I'm not sure. So, Mizo's run was a 1324. I don't know how good the run was. Like I don't know like how much time could have been saved. And that also, you know, takes into account the final 3 fights, which are going to be slower than others. And like the walk after Lich. So you know, I don't know how long that took. You know, that might, like, if that took, like, 30 minutes, let's say, which is maybe unlikely, you know, and then emulator on top of that. Let's, you know, we don't really know how much emulator adds. No one's really timed it. You know, I think the common number that people throw out is 8 minutes. You know, so if that's over a 9-hour run, you're talking, even if it's a minute per hour, that's 12 minutes. So that'll be like a 12 and a half. Was like, you know, is there 30 minutes of time save on the run? I don't know. So it, you know, it might not even be possible. But I have to assume that it's not rooted around getting it. But, you know, we've got these things where, like, the solo routes have been largely unexplored, you know. So, like, the solo Garnet run, the 1414, was insane just because I never died. It wasn't, like, massively execution heavy, you know, and obviously random encounters are still a thing. But it's still a really good time. So is sub 14 doable in solo Garnet? 100% yes. 100% yes, sub 14's doable. 1330? I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure I didn't make 30 minutes of slowdown on bad menuing. You know, how much time, though? I mean, it's probably more than you would think. So it's so hard to tell. So hard to tell. Bless me. So I don't, like I said, I don't know. Like, we only have one run for most of these to have any sort of reference time. But I'm doing really good. I'm glad you're well. So, like, it's like Solo Garnet's had the most runs attempted of it. Of the solo character, like, RTA attempts that have been made. Should not have queued up Steiner's action. That was stupid of me, but whatever. You know, so we've got, you know, decent basis of that. Ico's only been completed twice. Like, there are literally 2 Ico runs ever that have been done. You know, Mizu's done one and I've done one. I tried a second one where I was ahead by like 30 minutes of my PB, but my PB's not record. Freya's been done one time in completion. And I nearly did it. But then I bailed on the run in order to try and get record, because I was selfish. So I died in Disc 4. Yeah, well, so the problem is after that, every other solo character run that's been done live has been segmented and not rooted. So the slowest rooted solo character run is 14 hours, which is the Garnet record. So I've done Vivi and Quina and Zidane solo without a root and without notes. The Quina run was 26 hours, I think. 26 and a half hours. I don't remember what the Vivi time was. I think the Vivi time was like 24 and a half or something like that. Should have saved. Gonna heal. Alright, there we go. So goodness knows what like they would be with a good route and with planning involved. Honestly, I used such little blue magic, it was ridiculous. Now, what the optimal blue magic is, I don't know. Like, that's a really important thing that I don't have the answer for. Shit. I was surprised, honestly, at how fast Quina was. Because I'd kind of built... Fuck's sake, you dick. I'd built Quina up to be this, like, ridiculous, you know, super slow, hard challenge. And it turned out, honestly, not to be too bad. Now, one of the big things with Quina is the fact that, you know, the fork does random damage. Well, it's not random, it's calculated, but it's increased. It's variable damage. Very variable damage. As does what's arguably the strongest blue magic, Twister. Now, I know I could have used Limit Glove more effectively, so Auto Life Knight Limit Glove I probably could have made more diligent use of. And that's just on me. Because I wasn't thinking about it all the time. So I think I might have been able to get more one-shots on bosses than I did. Because I think I only used the strat against Antlion, but I'm sure I could have used it against others. So the strat being cast auto life, so I come back to life with one. hit point. Limit Glove does 9999 when you've got 1 hit point. So, Auto Life to get ready. Night to put the enemy to sleep. Suicide Quina. Revive to 1 hit point. Limit Glove for 9999 damage before the enemy wakes up. No, you're only realistically going to get 1 attack out of that because worst case scenario. You know, the enemy then wakes up after taking that damage, and then they get their turn before you get yours, and you're on 1 health, and you don't have auto life, so then you die. But it's a great strat for anything that's got less than 9999 hit points. But I've no idea what the real like endgame strats or anything are. I ended up just using Twister a bunch. And like relying on that. Yeah, exactly. So like I think I could have used it against do you have Quina for the Beatrix fights? You do for Beatrix 2. So I could have done that, which I didn't. But you live, you learn. Sub 1 Evil Forest. Alright, be right back. I wonder if I can show the massive, like the front of this chair. I don't know if you can tell, but like all this is, wait, here, it's all flaky. It's got my jeans and everything. You know, but the chair still does its job. So that's the tough call. I think this chair cost me like 60 quid or something from Argos. You can pimp it up to I think a 90 quid chair to get Bluetooth sound on it. Well, it's not that. What I'm looking to get rid of is it flaking. So I think my options are either I just like de-skin like what's there. So it stops flaking, and then use what's left. Or I get a new one because the chair still does its job. I mean, you know, it's seen better days, and the screws aren't as good as they used to be. And several world records have been broken with it. I think Leo probably cares more about this chair than I do. He got multiple Dissidia records on it. Well, the thing is, I mean, like, the screws haven't come out or anything. It's just that they don't, they're not, like, I think I've had to, like, re-screw them twice ever, to get the tightness back in. What's up, Leo? How you doing, man? How are you? But it's mostly, it's the shedding of the material that's a real pain in the ass. Because it's literally like, I'll vacuum it every week. And then the next day, there'll be flakes. It's not always like, it's not super bad, like. But after a week, like, it looks bad. Well, that's the thing, yeah. I could either get a cover or I can do it. But I don't know what, like... Because I've got car seat covers that I never used. The chair's about 60 quid, bloody. Oh, what's wrong? Okay-ish is less than good. Less than good is not good. I hope your day continues to improve. But yeah, I think it was my grandparents got me seat covers for my car a while ago, but they got me sporty seat covers and I didn't want to look like a douchebag. So, I never put them on. So the price is probably exactly the same as what it was when I got it then. So I've actually just taken the arms off this chair and my other one. See, a sporty gaming chair is super douchey. But it's totally fitting with the art form, right? Because like when you get like the Razer X or the whatever you call them, I don't know what any of the gaming chair companies are, Azos or whatever. You know, they're designed to look like sports cars. You know, so it's got you know, a douchey aesthetic to it for sure. But it's totally fitting with what it is. So like to have like a sports seat cover on this chair would be totally fine because it would fit with the aesthetic. Amazing. But not my very regular, normal, not race car. Turbo and BizHawk, you just activate it and then use it. You should be able to set your controller, normal controller and turbo controller. And then it should just work. But you have to set it to separate keys. So it's not going to work with the controller at the same time. So if you have the normal, like so for example, if you've got the up button, like the normal up button set in your controller, and you've got turbo set up on your controller, it doesn't work. It's just in the controller configuration. Just look at the tabs. Well, it should be English. Bing, digga, ding. But like the controller setup should be exactly the same as every other emulator. They're very much of a muchness. Do 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 do. Flan time. Well, no, it might just not be simple. That's a much more logical... Because you've used, like, multiple emulators. It would be very surprising that you would get stumped if they were all the same interface. Or similar. Triple damage! Full face mask knight. Cinematic. Incroyable. Well, I'm not going to get trounced with Steiner on Sea Lion anyway, because you have to fight Sea Lion with Zidane. But apart from that, yep. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. I'll have a look and see what I can do. Here we go. Bing, 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 bing. Alright. I can't choose controllers for some reason. Why can't I choose controller? Oh, I need to, like, open up a thing to say what it is. Okay, let's open up... let's just open up FF3. Zidane's level 3, bloody. Alright. Oh, it's auto-fire controls. Right, so when you go into... Okay, so, Leo, open up FF3 on BizHawk. So file open FF3. Okay. So what you do, open the game, config, controllers, then at the top you've got two tabs. The top left says normal controls, and the top right says auto fire controls. It's right beside it. Auto fire means turbo. So if you set your auto fire controls to whatever shortcuts, then turbo will work. So yeah, it's called auto fire, not turbo. Well, there's a step or two in between. But yeah, auto fire is what it's called. That's what you're looking for. Yeah, so I would set your turbo controls to keyboard buttons. So for example, like on my USB controller, I've got up, left, down, and right set to normal controls. Then I've got I've got WSAD or WASD are my turbo directions. Yeah, but it can be anything. You can set your turbo controllers to whatever, but I use my keyboard for it rather than the controller. But yeah, that's it. But yeah, so it's beside, so yeah, when you go into like configuration, like for your controllers, it's normal and then auto fire. And auto fire is your turbo settings. You don't need it for the potion overflow, just the eye drop. Because the reason why you need it for eye drops is because when you go into a town, you're going into a room in a town, holding a direction button does nothing. So what you can do is you're buffering your inputs when you go from the load screen onto the world map. So for example, you know, I'm outside the town of Ur, or whatever it is, and I, you know, soft reset the game. Then I go to my save file. I hold right on my D-pad. And then I confirm the load. The game loads, and I instantly move right into the town. Brilliant. So that happens in the first frame. That's what needs to happen there. And then while the screen's loading, I hold up on my D-pad. And then the town loads and nothing happens because you cannot buffer inputs once you've gone from the world map into a town. So instead you turbo up. And you only have to turbo up in the town. You can, the rest into the cave, you can use normal D-pad. But it's gotta be perfect. So don't be sloppy. It's got to be clean movement. And then when you're in the cave, it's turbo down. And then right, left, right. But that's literally, that's the only bit where you actually need to use the turbo controller. And it's not a need, but it just makes it consistent. Like, you could do it without turbo. It's just harder. Or you could always go with the bison approach and learn multiple patterns that you can get double eye drop. Or you could go old school and you could not do eye drop manip at all. And you could do the duck fist strat where you go to Jin and you buy a bunch of like potions and stuff or whatever. And then you do like item re-inventory. Very cool. Morning, Zephyr. How you doing? Alright, we want level 5 Steiner before we leave. Morning. Hi, Gum. Not much sleep. Too much sleep. Not enough recovery. That's a thing that I love. So there are schools of what level am I actually? Oh, I'm level 6. Let's just go. There are schools of thought. Oh, by the way, we need a name for Dagger, and it needs to be a food, and it needs to begin with P, ideally. But I'm not going to be that fussy. You know, so people are like, when it comes to fitness, they're like, be careful you don't overtrain. Oh, I like pizza. Pizza's great. Save the backups for other characters later. Pizza's such a quintessential shout. I love it. But I love pork chops. Pierogi, good. Great shout. I mean, have I ever had pastrami? I don't know if I have. Like, I'm familiar with it, but I don't know if I've ever had it. I've had salami. Pastry's not specific enough, but I mean, pastries are great. Like, the real question is, can anyone think of a pastry they don't enjoy? Of course not. What's in a Reuben? I might have, but I'm not sure. Small pizza. Small cat. Prosciutto, lovely. Or prosciutto, sorry. Like, I know I've seen what a Reuben is before, but we don't. I mean, I don't go to sandwich shops or cafes or anything. So off the top of my head, I don't know what's in a Reuben. Pawn a raisin. That'd be great. Man, I am, like, not a big corned beef fan. Well, so I had, like, when I was young, growing up, like, before the age of 10, probably, my family would often go to a town called Portrush in Northern Ireland. It's at the top. So that was kind of like, you know, our weekend holiday destination. It would take a couple of hours to drive up there, and we would go to Portrush. And we would go camping in a caravan. Now, the daily go-to was corned beef sandwiches. So when I was growing up, man, I loved corned beef sandwiches. I haven't had corned beef in such a long time, and now the thing is, since then I've not eaten it, but all I've seen is Spam, and I know corned beef and Spam aren't necessarily the same. But, like, I like corned beef. Why do I now suddenly think I don't like corned beef, even though I've only ever enjoyed it? Spicy mustard, I like Thousand Island, I'm not fussy on. Sauerkraut's good. I had a nice hot dog at the airport. What was the last airport I was at? It wasn't the right one, I know that. So, like, when I left ESA Winter, I was meant to... I was meant to fly direct from Copenhagen to England. But a bunch of flights got cancelled. So I ended up... going to... No, it wasn't Eindhoven. It wasn't Amsterdam. What's the other airport? I think it was in the Netherlands, not Germany. Gosh darn, I know what it is. I think it's got an H in it. Not Rotterdam, though. No, not Schiphol. I'm not a fan of horseradish. Not that one. That just looks like Copenhagen. Where did I go to? It's like the other obvious one you go to. No, it's got more than one syllable. Oh, rye bread's lovely, Harvey. I gotta think. No. It said not Eindhoven. I don't want to check my emails and quit. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I'm just gonna take I've got my emails up. I'm gonna take a second to think. But I do love a good sandwich. Yeah, I rate a good sandwich. Okay. So I was scheduled to go to Amsterdam, and then the Amsterdam flight got cancelled, and instead I flew into... I've been there already, and it's a small airport. And I flew there before. I think I had to fly there when I went to TwitchCon EU last year. What are you? Shit. Shit. I can't remember. I can't remember. I think it's the Netherlands, but I'm not sure. It might be Germany. It's going to be so obvious when I read it. I'm going to be so upset when I read it on the page. It might have been Germany. It's either Germany or the Netherlands. But I'm not sure which. And like I said, I think it's got an H. Düsseldorf! God damn it. Gosh darn it. I said it might be Germany. I didn't eliminate the possibility that it was a German airport. Anyway. So I ended up in Düsseldorf Airport, and I had a sausage there. Oh, I was just at the airport for like 30 minutes or an hour or something like that. Like, it was a mess. Getting home was a mess. But what is the name for the sausage? I don't know if it was a bratwurst. Either way, it was a big sausage in a bun. I had mustard and ketchup and no, it wasn't currywurst. And it had onions on it. It was lovely. Although I was a bit disappointed with the onions. So they had like an onion grinder. So basically they'd like fried the onions or whatever, but they were quite crunchy. No, I like crunchy onions. That's not a problem. But I feel like they'd probably been cooked like quite a bit in advance. Maybe a Frankfurter sausage. So then, like, the woman literally, like, ground the onions onto it. So, like, that could have been better, but, like, the whole experience was good. I mean, I love hot dogs. Hot dogs, you can't go wrong with a hot dog. Hey, Wassy Blossy. What makes this a good FF game, having not gone through it? Was that boiled or fried? The sausage? I have no idea. I'm sorry, Renegade. I mean, they were already made. It was like it's in an airport, so whatever you would normally get there. So it was like in a Perspex box. I don't know how they were cooking stuff though. They maybe had an oven. So the reason why so many people love Final Fantasy IX, for I think the majority, is because of how many callbacks there are to classic Final Fantasy aspects. So, for example, each character's got kind of like a job associated or attached to them. So, like, Zidane's the thief, Garnet's the white mage and a summoner, Steiner's the knight, Vivi's the black mage. So you've got stuff like that. Fried sausage is Brad first, and boiled sausage is Bach first. Man, this is so much more detail than I ever thought existed in the world. And then you've got little callbacks to other things, so... You know, you've got the classic Black Mage design. When Garnet's at the start, she's got the classic White Mage gown or whatever you would call it on. So it's kind of like a love letter to Final Fantasy. It's got lots of references. Fuck me. It's got a lot of references to earlier things that you would get. Or find in Final Fantasy. Soundtrack's amazing. The art style is super, super nice. So it's like a really aesthetic game. Even though they didn't go for like the hyper-realistic models, because it's stylized, it still stands up really, really well. That's awesome, Renegade. So I had Curryverse for the first time at TwitchCon EU last year. There are crystals again and stuff. Lots of callbacks. So if you like the early FFs, like 1 through 6, there are lots of little things that are tie-ins and characters. Oh, I have no idea what all the references are. I could just Google them. Would be the best way, I think, would be to find them. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've gone through like the game substantially from a story standpoint. An 8 remake for Fortnite. Dude, they've all been remade. They're just not great. So yeah, in April I had that. Now, here was the funny thing, because I think I've said it on stream before. But I like to cook and the rest of it. And I was trying stuff out with sausages that I had. So, like, the obvious pairing with sausage is HP sauce or brown sauce. That's a given. You know, if you're going to have a sausage, the best pairing in terms of a condiment is typically going to be accepted to be brown sauce. So I thought I'd try something different. And I was like, I'm a big fan of curry sauce. I love curry. And I was like, I'm gonna try sausage with curry sauce. And I'd never heard of it or seen it anywhere in the world before. I didn't know it existed. So naturally, I thought I invented curry sausages. Well, maybe not invented. Obviously, someone will have done it. But like, I didn't think it was a thing. Like, I didn't think like curry sausage was a thing at all. And I know plenty of other people who've never had it. Or know about it. And then I think I was telling I'd got about it at TwitchCon. And sure enough, as luck would have it, he was literally eating currywurst at that moment. So he had like a takeaway carton with curried sausage that was chopped up, and he's like, "Here, have some." It was amazing. So that was the first time I had currywurst after inventing it at home. It was super good. Dude, I'd love some of that. I wonder if you can get it in like some decent currywurst in the UK. Fish and chips are great. I haven't had a chippy in quite a while. Dude, fucking sausage roll in HP sauce, sausage in HP sauce, hot dog. I mean, a hot dog, I prefer ketchup. Ketchup and mustard for a hot dog. Took me a long time to get into mustard. I didn't like it originally. The thing is, I've played all the FFs so many times and different things and whatever. I don't even know what my favorite FFs are anymore. It's crazy. So, did you used to live in the UK, Dumbledore, and you've moved since? Aldi? Well, really? Aldi for currywurst? I don't know about that. So soon. Is that because that's the only way to access these foods now? There must be a better way. Oh, okay, I'm with you. So have you always lived in the States? I've not seen curry ketchup in stores before. Popper fish and chips? What's up, Geesey? How's it going? I mean, I'm a little advocate just because that's the one that's nearest to me. Got him. Nice. I must do some UK curryverse searching then. But yeah, I've been trying to get my food intake back in order again. Because yeah, the last couple of weeks before the break or whatever, so much going on with work and stuff. I think it was like a couple of times. It was literally I would like have breakfast, not have anything, and then I'd finish work at like, so I'd have breakfast at like, I don't know, 6 o'clock, sometime between 6 and 7 in the morning, and then I would work until 7:30 at night, and then I would go to the garage. It's literally on the drive back from work, get a hot chocolate, like a slice of cheesecake or some sort of shitty food, and like maybe like, I don't know, a mince pie or something, or like a couple of minute microwave burgers and stuff. It was bad. I haven't had, so the only things I've had deep fried, so I've had like banana fritters and pineapple fritters from a Chinese. That seems, I think that's pretty standard. I mean, a number of people will know about that. I've had deep fried ice cream. That was delicious. I had that in the Chinese as well. I've never seen it in any other Chinese other than the one in Armagh back in Northern Ireland. Have I had anything else deep fried? I don't think I've had anything else. I mean, like chips, you know, in so much as that's, you know, a fried potato. But in terms of like outside of standard stuff. Hey, thanks very much, Robert. How you doing? Oh, I'd be down to try. Like I am not afraid. I'll try. I'll try anything. Food-wise, nowadays, I actually think I probably would try everything. Also, hey, Red Space Wizard. I mean, what is brine? Is like, was it like the sauce or like the juice left in a pickle or something like that? I don't remember. No, we don't have garbage plates in most places in England. I only know. So the only thing I know from a garbage plate is from PJ, and he lives in the States. We beat Quinn and Robert 26.5 hours. It was nice. I guess the answer is yes, Walsy Glossy. It's not really that simple. It's, you know, so like, for example, I'm not self-isolating, but in the UK, no one's allowed to leave their home unless it's for exercise, like supplies, or because they're a key worker. Dude, the Quinn ending was incredible. Have I highlighted that yet? I think I did. I'm pretty sure it was called Is This Happiness? Let me just check. Deep fried cream egg describes the sentence. That sounds amazing, though. Like, that sounds like something I want to have. I mean, like I said, the only reason why I know what a garbage plate or have any ideas from PJ, thanks to... Oh, there it is. You know, because he's tweeted that out. I should find a PJ garbage plate. God, what an opportune time to plug my social media. Hey guys, did you know that I regularly post content on social media? If you join my Discord server, you can talk to like-minded individuals like us in between streams. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you'll be subscribed to my YouTube channel. But seriously, if you want to catch up on VODs and highlights and stuff and whatever, YouTube is definitely the place to go, because I'm getting less useful. Because the thing is, I used to just highlight stuff on Twitch and then export to YouTube. Now that I'm actually locally recording and editing stuff to go onto YouTube, like that's actually where everything's actively going on to in a proper way. Whereas, like the Twitch highlights are not as there. It's because the thing is, now that because I'm using the local recordings and then dumping them. It's way easier. And also, now that, you know, YouTube's changed everything, if I get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, woo, then I'll be able to monetize my content and help support everything I do in the stream for you. But yeah, like, I don't know, I can't think of another name. Like, I've never heard of a munchie box, but like a garbage plate. But like, it's a thing, like, so when I lived in Wales, there are, you know, a couple of restaurants where it'd be pretty common to go somewhere and expect not to finish the meal. And then they would give you like a takeaway container to put what was left in it. And usually the contents of that look like what a garbage plate is. But yeah, Munchie Box sounds pretty cool. I mean, I love me some onion rings. Sausage pizza. What is Pizza Crunch, by the way? I've never heard of Pizza Crunch. Sounds great, though. Deep fried pizza. Oh, okay, so that's where the crunch comes from. Fair. I don't know. That might be nice. Well, here's the thing. So, like, I'm a big fan of chimichangas. Or chimichanga. Like, I dig that. and you know, just which is a deep fried burrito. So maybe deep fried pizza, but like I haven't even like my body's been like not reacting well to pizza lately. Anyway, so maybe not a good shout for me. Morning, Thoris. How you doing? This all sounds incredible. I love it. I need to figure out what it is. How can you get tested if you've got like intolerances and stuff? So for example, like how would you find out if you were like lactose intolerant? Like is there an easy way? Do you have to go to a doctor? Because, like, it just... for me, it just seems odd that suddenly, you know, the last 2 times I've had pizza, like, my chest has felt really constricted. And I felt really bad afterwards. Do you get tested for all of them? Or is it just, like, one at a time you can get tested for? Well, but the thing is, like, tons of people who give up dairy feel better anyway. You know, it's the same for, like, people who give up bread. Because, like, there was a time when I had a skin condition, which I still do, to this day. And they had to take, like, 6 vials of blood to do different tests on it. That was a fun morning. You know, but so that's the kind of thing. So I wouldn't want to say, you know, oh, I cut it out and I feel great. Therefore, you know, there are lots of things that you can change in your diet, and suddenly things go better. Like, you know, suddenly you start taking regular fiber and your shits aren't hard. It's like, oh my, it's so easy to poo now. It must be, I must be intolerant to whatever. So yeah, I you know, if it's free to get a blood test for it, I don't mind. I'm fine with that. Milk's fine. Like, I don't love it. Although, having said that, as someone who's been a skimmed milk advocate, I don't actually care if people have whole milk or whatever, you know. When I say advocate, it's literally just for calories. So that's the thing. It's like, you know, if you have skimmed milk, you know, the whole Ron Swanson, you know, skimmed milk is water that's lying about being milk. You know, that's fine. Like, I don't think anyone has skimmed milk for the flavor. It's a case of, oh, well, it's got less carbs and fat. Well, it's the carb content's probably the same. It's got less fat than full-fat milk. Therefore, it's good. It's whatever. But if you go from, like, the thing is, you're like, skim milk, you're like, skim milk, whatever, milk's whatever, you know. Changes the flavor of my tea, makes the porridge, or makes my cereal not as dry. You know, like, it serves its purpose, but it's quite a functional purpose. And then suddenly it's like, oh my gosh, all the skim milk's gone. All the skim milk's gone. All the semi-skim milk's gone. There's only blue milk. And no one calls it full-fat milk. Everyone calls it blue milk. You know what I'm saying? Everyone be saying skimmed milk, semi-skim. But once you go to full-fat, no one wants to say full-fat. Oh, there goes my controller. And it's delicious. And it's thick. It's so thick. Yeah, when was the last time you heard someone call skim milk red milk? Give me some of that red milk. Some red top milk. Gonna need a name for Freya soon. Was it pastrami or something? I don't mind 2%. But I don't really think about it. But man, like, if I was to, like, if I take a drink of skim milk, I'm like, eh. If I take a drink of blue milk, I just call it blue. If I take a drink of full fat milk, I'm just like, oh. It's like food. Oh, it's just like, oh. It's amazing. It really is. It's like, it's an experience. Full fat milk isn't a flavor, it's an experience. I thought Mizu was working, and that's why he wasn't going to be around. Or are you calling his customers cats? That's cute. Okay. I am working. What is the story tell? What, is this something that, like, Mizu actively does or something? Does he go out of his way to find cats in his workplace? Right, what name are we giving to Freya? Pat's not a food, Fury GX. It's gotta be a food. I can't name her Rachel again. Pepperoni's way too long. There are rules. Pepper's not a food. Pasta is. What was the panglia patata? Olive? It's like no one knows. Right, we're going with Peach. Peach is cute. We like Peach. And also, Fury used his highlight message, so I'll give it to him. Who's next? Next person can be Pasta. We're not doubling up on Pepper. Can we name one of them Currywurst? Man, I don't know what the name change policies are like on media now. Am I right in saying, like, on Twitter, you can just change it as often as you want? Pork chop. Is that right or is that wrong? Am I making that up? Oh, I remember Fear GX. Fawn noodle. I mean, it's one of those. It's so easy to make simple spelling mistakes, and then suffer massively as a result of it. Oh, it's just one of those things. Well, what if, you know, what if you've just had a baby and you're sorting out the birth certificate and you accidentally spell your baby's name wrong when you put for the birth certificate? That would be pretty bad. Prime saw April 3rd. Thank you very much, Fury. I'm curious to know which one. Because, like, I know your name, Uni. I can't imagine it having... Was there like an extra one at the end? What would it even be? Oh, wait, it says... Oh, shit. It says... Shit. 8. I've got 9. Okay. Alright, I think I'm good. So that's interesting. Kevin. I bet there is someone called Kevin. So I've got a question for Mizzo that we can ask later. Someone might want to throw a reminder in, though. So the notes say, synthesize all cotton robes, sell all cotton robes, which is 8, and then you synthesize another one when you go back. So we do need 1 cotton robe, and what I'm assuming is that because I got nobles, I was able to afford 1 more than without nobles. So I think there's a problem with the notes, but I think it's something to be aware of just in case. Did I get 2 yellow scars? I don't even remember. Pretty sure I did. I know I did the synthesis thing, but I don't know if I got 2 yellow scars. I did. Okay, cool. Alright. Let's catch up. He decided there are 2 ends. Like, did anyone else get a say in this, or did he just, like, freestyle, like, when he was there? Like, in the moment was like, I ain't spelling that with 2 ends. The wife space and the marriage certificate. That's beautiful, Bob. Could you imagine if he'd written down, like, Caitlin with 2 N's, then decided he didn't want one, so put a stroke through the last N, and they thought it was some sort of accent. You know the way you get, like, the letter O with the slash through it? So you had the double N, but you had some rogue N accent letter that doesn't actually exist. How do I get the shine off my forehead? Because, like, my face looks okay, but look at this fucking shine. How do I get... Do I need to, like, dull it? Because I know it'd be... Grow hair. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks very much. Hat. Good idea. Hat is a great idea. Great shout. Great shout. Great shout. Let me just grow some hair. You know, it's not like I haven't been able to do that for the last year. Hang on, what year are we in? When did I go bald? 2016? I mean, I could... In fact, my store probably has a beanie with my logo on it. But I mean, like, this is a week's growth. In fact, this is 2 weeks' growth. Love a Penatena. Well, I'm working on more merch development, which I'll be announcing soon. But the thing is, I never wear hats. Like, that's just not... Like, even though I'm bald, and even though we've gone through winter, I still never wore a hat. No, when I was at uni, I had a beanie that I still have to this day. Well, it's easy for me to cut my hair. I just shave it off. If you watch the outro video that well, it's sometimes available. The reason why you wouldn't have seen the outro video is because when I raid someone, I don't play the outro video. But I do have a picture of me with hair. Let me see if I can... I'll see if I can get it. I mean, I've got more than one, but this is like an actual decent one. Fuzzy noise, you say? Might have been my microphone. It was probably my microphone. I don't know, sorry. Cool. Could have been anything. It might have even been my phone. Anyway. Yep. All right, here you go. And you got that one for free. Imagine what kind of pictures I could charge for on the internet. But no, it wasn't a case of my hair started to fall out or whatever. It was a case of the the decision that I made was, and I made it a long time ago. Like before, because I've had a receding hairline since I was about 13. So that's something like I've had to deal with, like as if it was a big problem, but like not a biggie. So like, my hairline started to go back when I was 13. It's now like this far back. You can kind of see it. You know, when I was 17, it was probably like here. Or, you know, and things like that. So, you know, I had accepted that there was a chance I was going to go bald at some point at an early age. My granddad's got a great head of hair. My dad's is okay. He's got a solar panel. There. Which I don't have. Yeah, that's what we call it in the family. It's great. I don't know if my mum or dad first told me. So what I'd said was like, if I started to go bald, I would shave it all off and grow my beard out. That's what I said I was going to do. So my hair started to thin. And when my hair started to thin, I was like, okay, now's the time. So I could like, I would catch it, like, so like if I was streaming, like I would see the top and I'd be like, hang on a minute, it looks like there's stuff missing there. Not good. This is so stupid. I'm trying to find a nice picture. There really isn't one, but anyway. So my hair started to go, so I grew my beard out. And I did exactly what I said. And I grew it for like, it was quite a while. I don't know how long I grew it for. But it was like, you know, easily 6 months to a year, probably longer ultimately. So I dabbled on and off with a beard after uni. So like I was normal hair, clean shaven all the way through university. And then I grew a beard, probably out of laziness. Then I grew the beard like quite long. It was probably about to here. It was fairly substantial. Hopefully someone in chat can vouch for it who's seen it. And that was fine. And like I like you know I felt quite good about having a strong, powerful beard. You know, for me it very much was like a kind of maybe not manly, but like it was very like dominance, power based feeling. You know, it certainly wasn't for style or to be cool or anything like that. It was, you know, somewhat, you know, that's like, I guess, Viking idea of having a large beard, you know, said something about you. You know. Oh no, I died. Game over. So, you know, there was that kind of thing. And then it just became such a hassle because, like, shaping it is a massive pain in the bum. If you just leave it, it's really hard for it to settle nicely. Sometimes, some people's grows really nicely, and some people's are just like, and like fizzle over the place and what have you. Just a lot of upkeep and a lot of effort, but like fun to sponge or whatever. So after, I think it's when I moved from my new job, or maybe before, I got bored and I was like, so I trimmed it down, you know, and it was quite neat and a decent shape. And then ever since then, I've just been just going less and less. So like this is probably as long as my beard's gonna get unless I get lazy and don't shave it for a while. Like I'm happy enough to, like, I like how it grows majoritively. You know, I still have like patches, like this is my worst side for sure. So like it grows fine here, and then there's like a bald bit there. The left side grows much more evenly, and then I've got like a wee small patch under here, which is hard to see. So that's kind of how that's gone. So I just got bored with it. It's just easier not to have it. Like that's what it's come down to. Like it's just easier not to have it. You know, it's easier if I just shave my head. I don't have to worry about it. Obviously, I've had 2 weeks off, which is why this looks bad, but I'll fix it tomorrow. You know, just it's easier not to have a beard than have a beard. Like if someone was gonna style it for me and do all the work, sure, sounds great. But I'm not gonna pay for like someone to groom my beard and stuff. And I certainly don't need to pay someone to shave my head. You know. Okay, so I need one cotton robe, which I think is where I'm at. Good. Lovely. Alright, we're good to go. What's up, Green Snowdog? How's it going? I mean, there's gotta be a way, right? I know sometimes, like, genetics don't lend themselves, you know, to these things, but maybe there's a chance. That's pretty funny, Super Donut. I mean, like, I shaved mine out of annoyance because I was just fed up. So I can totally see it. But then, you know, I have a huge amount of respect with people who've got, like, mega beards. Like, that go down to their gut. Or even, like, past the chest and stuff like that. I mean, I went to university with a fella who could not grow facial hair well in any capacity whatsoever. But he was a fervent follower of Movember. So he would, no matter what, every November grew a mustache. All right, and it looked horrendous. You know, which arguably is part of it. Or can be part of it. Like with something like Movember, for a lot of people, it's, you know, you grow a novelty mustache or beard or whatever, and it's a bit of fun, and you enjoy it. And it was just like, oh my god, why would you do that? Clean shaven the rest of the year, and then suddenly, poof. And I mean, like, after a month, you know, it was not dissimilar to what someone might have in a considerably lesser time frame. Although it's always 6 Gissel Greens in the solo character runs. I wonder if there's going to be a solo character run where you don't get 6 Gissel Greens. Awesome, Lutra. You said you were going to post a picture, right? I'd love to see it. I mean, like I said yesterday, I'm a massive fan of watercolor. That'd be awesome to see. I don't know. I mean, like, there's strategy to it, Sorrowful. Do both. I'm all about it. For Amaranth? Why are we worrying about that right now? Amaranth's like way into disc 2. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Sorrowful. That's one of those things, it's like some people just don't know. Dude, that is awesome. That's super good. Nice trance. Nice. That's really clean. Shit. I did it dumb. Hang on, we know someone who does watercolor? Do we? Do I know they do watercolor? Because I can't think... I mean, I know several people we both know, and I don't think watercolor paintings ever come up with any of them. I can't think of it ever having come up. Like, watercoloring? Where's the watercolor? Oh, right. I know. I know what. Okay. I know who you mean. You mean it's a friend that you were introduced to through me. I thought it was like a very mutual friend of ours that we both got to know around the same time. Cool. Arrgh. Etc. Oh, shit. I didn't put the Mage Masher on like a Dumbo. Cool. I like you. Maybe the kappa is that the number is greater than 2. I'm not doing Grand Dragon, that's stupid. I'd have no chance. Like, best case scenario, I'd be able to, survive 1 round. Because of the coral ring absorbing, that's about it. Oh yeah, no problem at all. I don't remember. There was a substantial amount. That's how the game rolls you. Yeah, if I have. Oh man. There's a decent amount of how would one phrase this? Unprovoked alcohol that evening. I mean, who took the photo? If it's on my phone, sure. Did I take it on my phone? Let's see. When was it? I do have it. Go. Oh man, it's not my place to make that decision, Lucha, sorry. There are, there are 3 persons in that. I am but one. But I tell you, speaking of sentiment, I'd like to remind everyone that this stream is raising money for Gamers Outreach as part of Gamers for Giving, helping support get giving to children in hospitals, making it easier to get children access, giving them social activities, sometimes the healthcare staff get involved. They've got a year event, which is the Gamers Are Giving, that currently is online because of the situation of the coronavirus. Some of the things they provide the hospitals include go-karts, not an actual go-kart, but a kart that's got a console monitor with controllers and games on it. Make it easier for kids to be able to play games. And they've got the Player 2 program where volunteers go in, help with tech support, distribute equipment, play games with patients. It's a wonderful cause. We raised an awful lot of money for charity last night. And I mean an awful lot. But if anyone has anything they would be able to contribute, you can donate directly. The link's down below in the profile information. And with the link in chat with ! charity. And any revenue that I make through cheers, subs, gift subs, resubs, and stuff like that, revenue will be directed towards the charity as well. Nom, 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 nom. I don't know, actually, Piranha Tentacle. It's maybe this idea of, trying to make Steiner seem, like, potentially ambiguous. Maybe it's just funny. Like, it could be a Japanese culture thing. I mean, it for sure seems like, you know, it's bound to be, like, a silly, funny joke. But maybe when you've got Steiner, there are other darker options that you can take that we just don't know about. Smodkin, thank you for gifting 5 subs. Let me hit you up with one of my own. So the numbers, like I said, totally balance out until a point, and I haven't changed the numbers. So Bullseye, Bloody, Mel, Jace, Noemi, and Meryl, enjoy your subs. Zunk. Such amazing movement. Nice, nice. Alright, I've actually automated the charity command now. It's going to come up pretty frequently. So if it's too much, let me know and I'll knock it back. I've just put it in between the other automated pop-ups. I wonder why Mizu doesn't have the protect bell and the notes. Because usually he throws in all the extras. Although I guess, well, the story triggers aren't really there, just the main ones that are easy to forget, like when you're in Lindblom. And your head's away with it and you're like, is this Lindblom 1, 2, or 3? Do I have to talk to this guard now or that guard then? But he does have picking up the bells in Gizmaluke's grotto. Maybe we'll have a conversation about it at some point. Okay. Here we go. Looking forward to my end of Disc 1 Wii break. I don't think there are going to be hard parts in the run. It's going to be a walk in the park, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be so nice. Because the other really important thing to keep in mind is that Steiner's only in half the game. And the thing is, most of the time when you get to use Steiner is where you don't get to use Zidane. Which more importantly translates to the times when I don't have Steiner, I have Zidane. And what can Zidane do that the other characters can't? Flee. It's beautiful. Probably not. There's going to be no way that you can make it consistent. The problem with Tantarian is when you hit Tantarian when he's open, he instantly closes. So even if you had like the right health with minus strike, he would open, then you'd hit him, and you would do rubbish damage. Then he would close, and then you would open him. Like I don't even think you would be able to get enough ethers and elixirs to take his health down. And there's no, like, Steiner doesn't have access, I don't know, or like that I know of, to other abilities that he can do damage without closing Tantarian. Of the 4 characters that fight Tantarian, technically, and I'd have to check, if Lancer doesn't close, technically Freya might be able to. But it's not worth it, because to get the damage to be able to consistently open. Tantarian would be a nightmare. I don't know if there'd be a way to get that with Freya. I mean, we currently don't get Tantarian with solo Freya, and I don't know if that's been changed or rooted. With Vivi, you could. Now, I think the damage range after Fyra with 5 focuses is very similar to the 300 range or the whatever 150 range to open Tantarian. So I think of all the 4 of them, the only one who's really got any real chance to be Vivi, because when Tantarian's open, you can just wail on him with magic. Thanks very much, Harvey. How are you doing? All right, Mithril Sword Steel. Here we go. I love Lunch Breel. One. Of course. I think it's going pretty good. There's no reference for it. Black Knight will be going on Monday. 2. Hey, Lackeys, thank you for 500 bits. You are most welcome. You are most welcome. That's 3. I didn't hear the notification go off. 4. 5. Six. Seven. 8. Rubbish. That's fine. Nine. Oh, Phoenix down. Alright, be right back. I think my hip needs to click. Hard to tell, though. Man, I haven't done a real disc switch in so long. Just buy some more. Unless it's like the sentimental value of the fact that they were the first ones that you had. In which case, I'm sorry. Ah. Okay. Oh, the ones with the new so you mean like the white discs that had the pictures on them? They're gorgeous. That's what my friend had. I only ever had the ones with the silver ones, so I was never precious about them. Hey, Cat One, thank you very much. But yeah, the white discs with the pictures, they're gorgeous. Yeah, I like those a lot. Lucky man, Jimbo. Lucky man. Are those the ones I played on when I was at yours? Original release day. I wasn't even born. I was born, but I didn't know these games existed when they came out. 9 was the first game that I actually knew about to get when it came out. So like I only found out about Final Fantasy like after 8, I think, existed. Ah, damn. I've got a question for Mizzo, but it might be too late. Might be a problem. Well, 7, I played my friend's copy before I bought it. No, I don't think any of these are boring at all. So it's a bloody good thing I saved at the end of disc 1. It's a good thing. I was going to save there and I decided not to. Well, the cotton robes thing I know. Oh, well, I haven't asked him, but I'll not be able to because Mizzo's on the road. He's busy with stuff. I was so excited about 9 when it came out. Oh, I just loved them all. Yes! First try! First try! First try! Woo-hoo-hoo! No reset needed. Let's go! You boy? Thunder absorb? Awesome, Starfall. Yeah. I too love 9. Miss. Wait, I can be frozen, right? Another miss. So what happens is that there's a 50% chance that the tent will have a snake in it, and a snake causes blind, silence, and poison. If you've got an immunity to it, you can't have that. So what you'll use sometimes in a run is throwing a tent in the hope that the enemy gets a snake. Very, very cool. Hey, Aisha. Well, that's because this is being rooted out by a legendary speed rooter. That's right. Well, the real question that's brought into it, right, is not the fact that you're buying a tent that's got a snake in it. That would be ridiculous, right? So no one's buying the tents with the snakes already in. So what you then need to figure out is, where are you putting these tents? Like, are they folded? Are they flat packed? And, you know, how does the snake get in there before you throw it? Because, like, when you use the tent, it's fully masted. It's fully formed. You know? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 50%. I was absolutely definite it was 50% until you just asked. Oh man, here we go. Back. I love D&D logic. Love D&D logic. That's right. Always believe in yourself. Okay, here we go. Now to get this stuff. Oh yeah, absolutely. What's the thing that you can do to like fit someone inside a bag of holding and have them breathe forever? There's some trick in D&D for that. Hello? Oh. There we go. Yeah. only interested in Stelazio coins. Coins. Excuse me, noble. We've all got places to be. I remember because I was on holiday. Like, I hard aggravated my mum and dad to let me get the game so I could play it. It was in Blackpool, in England. Amazing. Amazing. Yes, Blackpool. Gotta be careful what you say about that place. I got family there. Okay. Magazines? What magazines could you get for FF9? What age would I have been? I would have probably been about 9 or 10 when it came out. So probably about that for me. Okay. I mean, I like to think when you say Carnage Stag, do you mean like from Spider-Man Carnage themed? But presumably you just mean it was Carnage. Hey, Foz, thank you for the sub. Not forgetting that we still have our subcrement things in place. So with 3 more subs, I will give 2 subs. We need new incentives that I never bothered putting out. Should we get... What should we have for 20 subs for the incentive? So we've got 9 all bosses, 10 to 100%. Nemesis, they've all been met. No, not for 20. Quina Ozma is not a 20. Is not a 20 sub incentive. In anyone's world. I haven't bought a magazine in forever. It's been a long time since I bought a magazine. Of anything at all. But yeah, dude, Carnage is... It's just amazing. Chocobo percent if you can. We pretty much every time we can have a chocobo, we probably do get on it. But we've already done that. Oh man, you can't just undercut me like that, Mizzo. That's not cool. That's not acceptable. Someone remove this man. I object. He's a good moderator. What a bad person. A good mod with bad morals. It's true. And that's a beautiful thing, because if, you know, it's the same with anything. You know, were we perfect, then there'd be no reason to do anything at all, because we've already mastered it.